Hi, my name is Trinessa Thomas, and I'm here to speak with you on global warming. What is global warming? While some will call global warming a theory, others would call it a proven set of facts. Opinions differ vehemently. Let us consider global warming to be both the premise that the environment of the world as we know it is slowly but very surely increasing in overall air and water temperature, and a promise that if whatever is causing this trend is not interrupted or challenged, life on Earth will dynamically be affected. The prevailing counter-opinion is that all that is presently perceived to be global warming is simply the result of a normal climatic swing in the direction of increased temperature. Many proponents of this global warming ideology have definitive social and financial interest in these claims. The premise of global warming was an issue of debate is that industrial growth coupled with non-structured methods we as human beings use to sustain ourselves has created a situation where our planet is getting progressively hotter. We have seemingly negatively affected our environment by a cycle of harmful processes that now seem to be feeding upon themselves to exponentially increase the damage to our ecosystem. What is the greenhouse effect? How is it affecting our climate, and are greenhouse gases increasing? The greenhouse effect is unquestionably real and helps to regulate the temperature of our planet. It is essential for life on Earth and is one of Earth's natural processes. It is a result of heat absorption by gases in the atmosphere. So the concern is not with the fact that we have a greenhouse effect, but whether human activities are leading to an enhancement of the greenhouse effect by the emission of greenhouse gases through fossil fuel, combustion, and deforestation. Human activity has been increasing the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, but there is no scientific debate on this point. Is the climate warming? Global surface temperatures have increased about 0.74 degrees Celsius since the late 19th century, and the linear trend for the past 50 years of 0.13 degrees Celsius per decade is nearly twice that for the past 100 years. The warming has not been globally uniform. Some areas, including parts of the southern eastern U.S. and parts of the North Atlantic, have in fact cooled slightly over the last century. Is the climate becoming more variable or extreme? Examination of changes in climate extremes requires long daily or even hourly data sets, which until recently have been scarce for many parts of the globe. However, these data sets have become more widely available, allowing searches into changes in temperature and precipitation extremes on global and regional scales. Global changes in temperature extremes include decreases in the number of unusually cold days and nights, and increases in the number of unusually warm days and nights. Others observed changes include lengthening of the growing season and decreases in the number of frost days. How important are these changes in the long-term context? For Northern Hemisphere temp, recent decades appear to be the warmest since at least about 1000 AD, and the warming since the late 19th century is considered unprecedented over the last 1000 years. Older data are insufficient to provide reliable hemispheric temperature estimates. Ice core data suggests that the 20th century has been warm in many parts of the globe, but also that the significance of the warming varies geographically when viewed in the context of climate variations of the last millennium. What about the future? Due to the enormous complexity of the atmosphere, the most useful tools for gauging future changes are climate models. These are computer-based mathematical modules which simulate in 3 dimensions the climate's behavior, its components, and its interactions. Climate models are constantly improving based on both our understanding and the increase in computer power, though by definition, computer model is a simplification and simulation of reality, meaning that it's an approximation of the climate system. Here are a few graphs. Basically, we can see them. They just show where the Earth's temperature is increasing and the water levels are rising. My suggestion as far as making the world a little bit better for global warming would be to simply go green, recycle, and to treat the Earth with respect. That's it. Thank you.